Bueno, vamos a ver hoy unas frases útiles del inglés, ¿vale? Let's go for the useful English expressions here. Right, so this is just basically trying to replace, so we can have different ways of saying something. So the idea is replacing it and having more options and sound closer to a native speaker. So we're gonna I'm gonna give you a few different examples. So nice to meet you. That is what we say, right? When we introduce ourselves to somebody, when somebody is introduced to us, then we say nice to meet you. But there are many ways of saying that. So let's start repeating. Vamos a repetir. So pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
Sí, otra vez. Pleased. Ahí tu D sí me suena, pero me suena muy suave. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
Así, muy bien dicho. Pleased to meet you. Acuérdate tu you como una I. Muy bien. La siguiente es muy británica. It was lovely meeting you. It was lovely meeting you.
It was lovely meeting you.
Perfect. It was lovely meeting you. So it was great. It was personable. I had a good time. So it was lovely meeting you. Or you can say that after a little encounter. So let's imagine you have a friend. That friend of yours knows me. We bump into each other. So we just have a little chat. Oh, nice to meet you. Where are you from? Blah, 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 blah. And then when you guys leave, you could say to me, it was lovely meeting you, Alejandro. See you another time. Right? Next one is glad to meet you. Repetimos, glad to meet you.
Glad to meet you.
Very good. So glad to meet you. It was my pleasure to meet you. It was my pleasure to talk to you. The next one is very formal. However, why not knowing it? Pleased to make your acquaintance. Repetimos. Pleased.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
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 What does acquaintance mean? Do you know that?
No.
So acquaintance is a noun. Firstly, we can say acquaintance is a person you know. So for example, acquaintance. I say, I don't have acquaintances that have COVID-19, coronavirus. I don't have any acquaintances that have the virus, meaning I don't have any people I know that actually have the virus. I don't really know about it. So yeah, that's acquaintance. So acquaintance as well comes from a verb that means to meet somebody. So pleased to make your acquaintance would be like saying it was very nice. It was my pleasure to get to know you. Your acquaintance, the fact that we are now acquaintances, meaning people that know each other, right? Good. Do you understand acquaintance?
Yes.
Conocido, acquaintance. It was a pleasure to meet you. So that's very common to say it's a pleasure. It was a pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Now we have to understand the difference, right? So whereas, for example, it was lovely meeting you, that one on top. That one you mainly say when you depart. So again, you and I have a friend in common. She says, well, Evie, let me introduce you to Alejandro. Alejandro, Evie. We shake hands. Well, not now because it's COVID-19 free, so we're not supposed to shake hands. But anyway, so we just get to know each other. We start talking, and then after our conversation finishes, then you go and you say to me, it was the past, it was lovely meeting you. Then you leave. Now, it's a pleasure to meet you. He's in the present moment. So that is when we shake hands, It's a pleasure to meet you. Another one, I've enjoyed meeting you, a phrase that you mainly will say it once you leave, once you have made an acquaintance and you leave, I've enjoyed meeting you. Repeat that phrase, please.
I've enjoyed meeting you.
Beautiful, beautiful. The other one, happy to meet you.
Happy to meet you.
Happy to meet you. That's not so formal, but it's cool to say happy to meet you, nice to meet you. It's the same. Next one, great interacting with you.
Great interacting with you.
Yeah, be careful with your R. Great, great, great interacting with you.
Great interacting with you.
Next one, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
It's been a pleasure meeting you.
It's been a pleasure meeting you. It's been a pleasure. Say it again, please.
Pleasure.
No, the whole phrase.
It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, your bean is more like a frijol, no? Bean, ben. It's been a pleasure meeting you. Next one, how wonderful to meet you.
How wonderful to meet you.
You. Bájame tu Y ahí latina. You. How
You.
wonderful to meet you.
How wonderful to meet you.
Ahora sí, sounds great. Great seeing you.
Great seeing you.
Perfect. I had a great time.
I had a great time.
Beautiful. It's very nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you. Repeat.
It's very nice to meet you.
Very. We have to practice that. It's very nice to meet you.
Very, very.
Very.
It's very
Nice
very.
to meet you. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Beautiful. It was nice talking to you.
It was nice talking to you.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Or nice meeting you. Now that's correct both ways. How do you do?
How do you do?
How do you do? It's another phrase native speakers use when they introduce each other, when you start to getting to know somebody, when you get an acquaintance at that moment that you go, hey, how do you do? My name's blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we're going to practice these phrases. Let's start a little conversation here. So let's imagine we have a friend in common and that person, let's grab 3 phrases. Indícame 3 frases de todas estas that you like. 3 phrases out of all of them that you actually like. 3 of them.
I've enjoyed meeting you.
All right.
How wonderful to meet you.
How wonderful to meet you. And next one.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Pleased. Acuérdate pronunciar the pronunciation ending ed. Pleased.
Pleased.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Very good. Okay, let's start with the first one. So let's start a conversation and you said, right? Go. You start off the question. You start off the conversation. Let's get to know each other first. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm great. What about you?
I am fine, thank you. What are you doing this summer?
What am I doing this summer?
Yes.
This summer I will be locked in due to COVID-19, but that's great.
Yeah. And
use your phrase.
You,
yeah.
Yes. Alejandro, pleased to make your acquaintance.
It was pleased to make your acquaintance too. Bye bye. Right?
Bye.
Because when we say pleased to make your acquaintance, that's when you are already ready to leave, right? Well, thank you. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Bye bye. Right? Okay. Next one.
Mm. Hello, Alejandro.
Hello there. What is your name?
My name is Evie.
Evie, where are you from?
I'm from Spain, Canary Islands. I
Okay.
live in Las Palmas.
Las Palmas, a great place. Is it nice to live there?
Yes, I like because it is like a small continent. We have mountain, we have beach, and it's lovely to have a nice weather all the year.
Lovely, lovely, lovely,
Lovely.
lovely to have nice weather. Yeah, you get good weather
Yeah.
most of the year, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
Beautiful. Well,
And where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Okay. Well, thanks, Alejandro. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Aquí házmelo seguido. Que nuestra musicalidad de la frase esté junta. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure meeting you. Go.
It's been a pleasure meeting you.
It's been a pleasure meeting you. Very good. Very good. Vamos, let's go on to the next one.
Well, hello, Alejandro.
Hello there.
This is my new course, and you are my teacher.
Sorry, what's that?
This is my new English course,
Oh,
and I think you are my new teacher.
I think I'm your new teacher too. So, firstly, how do you do today? Imagine we're shaking hands. Hazlo para que te acuerdes. How do you do today?
Sorry?
How do you do today? La frase que está aquí abajo la estoy usando. How do you
Yes.
do today?
And I have to give you an answer, or just is a, or it is just a saludo.
Saludo, ya, o sea, así, how do you do, ¿no? ¿Cómo vas? Y ya tú me saludas, sí.
Okay. Well, nice. I'm well. So, how long have you been with me?
I've been with you for about 10 days already, isn't it?
Okay. Well,
I know, I should have said 1 minute. I don't know. It's a weird conversation, to be honest with you. We want
yes.
to practice that, right? So I don't know you really. So let's go back to that statement of not being in touch before. So
Okay.
I'm your new teacher. So yeah, I'm your new teacher. How long have you been with me? Well, I've been with you for about an hour, but nice to meet you.
Okay. Well, thanks, Alejandro. I've enjoyed meeting you. I hope to learn a lot of English with you.
Thank you. It'll be my pleasure to teach you. Thank you. So it's important, right, to know more phrases. So what is importance of it? Number one, we add up vocabulary. Number two, we sound better when we know what to say. So it's boring just to say nice to meet you, nice to meet you. But if we get to know a person and then we go, oh, it's a pleasure meeting you. How do you do, buddy? I've enjoyed talking to you. Thank you. I've enjoyed meeting you. It's a pleasure. So we have to practice those, right? So my recommendation until you get all these classes uploaded to the cloud, I would recommend maybe get a picture of it and try to practice to make your own phrases. Remember, learning is about practice, about using your imagination. That imagination. Let's go on to the next one. So, other ways to say I like it. So now this is important. It's better to say I like it. I like it. If we just say I like it, it's boring. So let's use more phrases. First one. It's to my thinking. Repeat. It's to my thinking.
It's to my thinking.
It's to my thinking. Maybe saying I like it. So, for example, I can come up and say, maybe after we had spoken about a specific topic, right? And then I agree with you. Yeah, so it's to my thinking. Thank you. We think the same. We're just alike, right? Another way of saying it, I say it all the time. This particular one, I say it all the time. It sounds great. Repeat, it sounds great.
It sounds great.
Perfect. So it sounds great. So, for example, I say to you, um, for example, tell me, invite me to have a coffee. Invite me.
Alejandro, I'm going to have a coffee. Would you like to come with me?
It sounds great. Let's do it. So if you say I like it, yeah, I like it. It's not. It's just doesn't have the empathy that it sounds great implies, right? I feel like I'm keen on doing it, so it sounds great to say it sounds great. Next one is very good, very common. Repeat. I'm fond of it.
I'm fond of it.
I'm fond of it. I'm fond of it. I like it. I agree. It's the same way. All of these phrases mean I like it. So, for example, you can tell me, well, I'll tell you now, and then you reply to me using I'm fond of it. So, I think, I think having classes with less students allows me to teach you in a more personal way. I think it's great because we can practice more, as in face to face, one on one.
Oh, yes, I think the same. I'm fond of it.
I'm fond of it. Acuérdate to eat, que no suene como al verbo de comer. Eat. I'm fond of it.
I'm fond of it.
Muy bien. Very good. I'm very interested in doing and learning about it. Well, that's a more sophisticated phrase. We are being specific about something. So instead of saying I like it, I'm very interested in doing and learning about it. For example, like welcome. We have one more student. Hello, Maru. You okay there? Welcome to the class. Mar.
Uh,
Okay.
yes, I'm very interested in doing and learning about it.
Learning about it. So I'm very, acuérdate to V, I'm
I'm
very,
very.
very,
It's like a B.
V. Remember
B.
V. So B as in boat, that's a normal B. But V is a different sound in English. So basically, there are two different sounds depending on what B we are using. So in this particular case, it's V, V, V. So I'm very interested. Repeat.
Okay, I'm very interested in doing and
Interested.
learning about it.
Interested
I'm very interested
in doing. In
in
doing.
doing and learning about it.
And learning about it. Pronounce learning. Repeat.
And
Learning
learning.
about it. Very good. So, for example, we have a situation where I tell you, yeah, I think would be great if we have another class using English idioms. Your turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm. Sorry, repeat again, please.
So I think we should have a class with English idioms. So you say yeah, and then
Yes, I'm very interested in doing and learning about it.
and learning about it, learning, pronunciame tu R,
Learning,
learning
learning
about it.
learning
Very.
word.
Next one is very common. It's to my liking. Repeat. It's to my liking.
It's to my liking.
Very good. So that means basically it's to my liking. So I could say to you, yeah, Evie, it's been great. I think we should practice more vocabulary. Um, what do you think? Is it good? And repeat to me. Reply to me.
Yes, it's to my liking.
Beautiful. It's to my liking. The next ones, we're going to read them out. I'm crazy about it.
I'm crazy about it.
I'm crazy about it. I'm passionate about it.
I'm passionate about it.
I'm passionate about it. I'm addicted to it.
I'm addicted to it.
I love it. I love it. I'm addicted to, like in my particular case, I do love watching Caso Cerrado. I'm addicted to it. I like it, yeah, but more than that, when you are addicted to something, you over, you are over that just average normal or like you go over it. You are addicted. You cannot live without it. Do you have any particular addiction that you can talk to me about, as in something you are really, we're not talking about only we're talking about a bad addiction. We're talking about a something they actually like doing so much that you can stop doing. So basically you are addicted to it. Maybe something related to your studies or to your hobbies.
Well, I'm addicted to eat sweets.
To eat sweets. Very good. So you're addicted to sweets. Very good. You're using the British word sweets. In the USA, candies, sweets.
Yes.
Very. I'm addicted to it. So, for example, in a conversation, remember we are practicing this phrase as it is here. So, you could say, well, yeah, I just love sweets so much. I cannot stop doing it. Basically, I'm addicted to it, right? Dímelo así como en un context, using the phrase just as it is on here, como está ahí.
I'm all the time eating sweets. I can't stop eating sweets because I love them. I'm addicted to it.
Beautiful, excelente, excellent. Very good. A ver, let me see. Maru, ya pues, are you here, Maru?
Hi, yes,
Welcome to the class. So would you like to participate a little bit?
yeah, of course.
So what are we doing here? Basically, we are analyzing and discussing with phrases that can replace the common ones, because our goal is to sound better, to have more vocabulary, so we are finding out ways of saying different phrases, right? You get it, more or less? Right? So we're replacing I like it. So pronounce after me. I love doing it and I don't want to stop.
What is this in the list? Okay. I love doing it and I don't want to stop.
Basically, you cannot stop doing so. That's a way of saying I like it, but now we are more specific about it. So tell me something you love doing. Anything that you love doing. Tell me.
I actually love eat ice cream.
Eating ice cream with the
Eating.
ing. Love eating
Okay.
ice cream. Okay.
Okay,
So now
eating.
we're gonna start off a little conversation, and then at the end of our little conversation, I want you to use this phrase, right? Okay. So hello, Maru. Maru is Maru or Maru?
Mar or Marina.
Marina. Okay, Marina. That's easier. So Marina, where are you from?
I'm from Argentina, but I am living in Spain, in
Spain.
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Do you like Barcelona?
I love Barcelona, actually.
Beautiful. So one question for you. Tell me about the things, activities, hobbies, or likes you've got Things that you like. Tell me about it.
Let me think. Well, I used to do Pilates.
Pilates.
Pilates is the word. Yes, and yoga, and sometimes once a week I am doing a class that is with kettlebells, you know?
Kettlebells. So you left kettlebells. Well, very
Yeah.
good. Okay. So I'm gonna carry on with the conversation. I'm gonna say, oh really, I don't exercise at all. I feel a little ashamed in front of you because I just you do Pilates, yoga, and I drink and sleep. But anyway, so I'm glad you actually are fond of doing that. Cierra la conversación diciéndome esta frase. Go.
Okay. I love doing it and I don't want to stop.
Muy bien, te daría un 9.1. Te faltó el I love doing it. Tenemos mucho este error nosotros los hispanohablantes. I love doing it. It, así tan con nuestra boca de sonrisa falsa, suena como al verbo de comer, to eat. Entonces, cuidado con tu musicalidad que te va a llevar la correcta pronunciación. Escucha, I love doing it. I love doing it and I don't want to stop. Go.
Okay, I love doing it.
I love.
No, I can't.
Don't worry.
I love doing it.
Okay.
Doing.
Todo completo. No me repites palabritas solas.
Okay.
Todo que suene bonito.
I love doing it and no, it's not easy.
Está bien y nos entendemos, pero aquí la idea es polishing the pronunciation. Escucha. I love doing it and I don't want to stop.
Okay. I love doing it and I don't want to stop.
Bravo.
It's not easy.
Right, good. Next one, it goes. Repetimos después de mí. It goes.
It goes
Down well.
down well
With him.
with him,
with
Her.
with her.
It goes down. So it's an expression it implies I like it. It goes down well with him or her. Remember, him or her, we're talking about él, ella, right? So we're gonna have to talk about it. But we don't have to clarify about it. But then it goes down well with him. It goes down well with her. It implies that it's going well, the fact of meeting that person, of talking to that person, of just getting along with that person, or everything related with that person. So giving you an example of this phrase, I can say, well, yeah, I really like to spend time with my friend Carlos, because Carlos just goes down well with him. He's just so funny, so personable, right? Do we understand the phrase?
Yes.
Brilliant. Give me an example of it, Evie, using it. That phrase, just like I did. Make your own example.
Well, I met my friend Harry last weekend, and we went to a shopping center, and then we watched a film in the cinema. It goes down well with him.
He's personable, he's funny, he's nice. Right? Yeah, that implies that. Very good. Next one, it looks fantastic. Repeat, it looks fantastic. It just looks fantastic.
It looks fantastic.
It looks, repetimos, it looks fantastic.
It looks fantastic.
Fantastic. So it looks fantastic, basically. It's another expression of saying I like it. For example, now let's go with I forget your name. Marina, invite me to, so you like yoga, right? Invite me to a yoga session with you. So say, oh, Alejandro, how are you? How are you? And then you invite me. You try to persuade
Yeah.
me to go with you.
So low.
Sorry? Creo que me paraste tu micrófono. You muted.
Okay.
Right, you're there.
Okay. Now yes. Okay. So I say that I'm not sure about the meaning of the goes down well.
Goes down well. Basically, when you say to goes down well, you are saying that things involving your relation with a person, with her, with him is great. So my example is like I told you, I've got a friend. Well, I do have one, but I'm using that example. I have a friend Carlos. Every time I meet with him, I talk to him, things go so well, they go down so well because he's so funny, he listens to me, I feel like I have a real friend. When we go out together to the clubs, to cafeterias, we go and talk, we just bond, we just get along. So I say to you both girls, I said that because I get along with him so well, I can say that things go down so well with him, right?
Right.
More or less, yeah.
Okay. So
But now I want you to use the other one because well,
okay. It looks
so,
fantastic.
so going back to the example, now you said to me, you said to us that you like yoga, right?
Mm-hmm.
Try to persuade me, try to invite me to go to a yoga class with you.
Okay. Uh, well,
Yes, yes,
I
I'll help you. Say, Alejandro,
uh,
how are you? Let's start conversation. Hello, Maru, how are you?
great, thanks.
So,
And you?
yeah, thank you. I'm doing well. We have a friend in common. Her name is Abby. So, Abby told me about you. But she said that you were going to invite me to a yoga session, but I'm so lazy right now. Do you think it's good for me to go to a yoga lesson with you?
Yes, definitely. You need to come with me because it looks fantastic.
It looks fantastic. O yo la te puedo decir también, ¿no? Yo respondo, it looks fantastic. Por ejemplo, dime,
Um,
Alejandro, come with me to a yoga class. Say that. Alejandro, come with me to a yoga class.
Alejandro, come with me to a yoga class.
You know what? It looks fantastic. Let's go and get in shape. Así
Okay,
lo utilizamos, ¿no? Y la
okay.
última, I've grown to like it. Esta también es muy formal. It's very formal. Posh.
Well,
I've grown to like it. Grown, what is grown? Things that get bigger, right? So if you have like, if you got a like, you are fond, you are keen, you like something, and the love, the passion you've got, or just like for it grows, then you use that phrase, I've grown to like it. As an example, 2 months ago, I did not exercise at all. But then Maru invited me to a yoga class. First day, I didn't like it. Second day, I felt slightly better. On the third day, after I practiced yoga, I noticed that I could sleep better. So, you know what? Now I've grown to like yoga. Podemos reemplazar ese it por lo que es. I've grown to like yoga. I've grown to like it. I've grown to, that's an example. Evie, give me an example using I've grown to like it, or replacing it. You can use a specific noun.
Well, I've been studying English for 5 years, Firstly, I didn't like it because I thought it was very difficult. But then I've been practicing, and I've grown to like English.
Perfect. Excelente. Excelente. ¿Entendimos ahí entonces bien, chicas? Did we understand, Marina? Clear everything for I've grown to like it?
Pero es como comenzando a gustarme o que ahora me gusta o...
He comenzado ha comenzado a crecer el gusto por ello. I've
Ah, ok.
grown to like it. Yeah? I've
Esto por
grown
ello.
to like it.
Okay. Perfect.
My pleasure. All right, let's go on to the next one. Como, what are we doing? We are trying to sound better. We're trying to add up not only vocabulary, but phrases. So other ways to say I don't like it. And this is very common. English speaking people use all these phrases all the time.
Mm,
First one, I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it.
I'm
I'm
sick
sick
of it.
of it.
So when something annoys you, when something is bad, we can say I don't like it. But if you say I'm sick of it, we sound more like a native. I'm sick of it. So I've been getting phone calls from my bank offering me a credit card. They call me every bloody day. I'm sick of it. Marina, give me a phrase, make a phrase where you use this phrase. I'm sick of it.
Let me think. I'm sick of it.
Something you don't like, and I'll help you out.
Well, I am thinking, but well, sometimes I have a lot of meetings that aren't useful, or
Useless, maybe. You have a lot of meetings with no sense that they're
yeah, no sense. It's not useful. Useless. Okay, that are not really useless.
Well, yeah,
you can say that.
You say I have a lot of useless meetings.
Oh. I have a lot of useless meetings that I have a lot. Yeah, sorry, and well, I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Exactly. So I have lots of useless meetings. Every day they call me, can you come for a meeting? I just waste my time. I don't see the point of it. I'm sick of it. Right? Next one. Vamos a repetir. That's not for me.
That's not for me.
That's not for me. Very commonly used in the English speaking world. So people are talking about it. For example, I don't know, something I don't like doing. I'm not keen on. I'm not keen on heavy metal. On music, heavy metal. So if I had a friend, as an example, a friend of mine tells me, "Oh, there is this fantastic heavy metal band coming to Mexico." Oh no, that's not for me. So I don't like it. That's not for me. I'm not into heavy metal, so don't worry. I'm not into it. Very commonly used to say I'm not into it. Repeat, I'm not into it.
I'm not into
it. Just not into it. I'm not into same example, right? I'm not into it. I'm not into heavy metal. I don't care about it, so I'm not into it. I'm not crazy about it.
I'm not
crazy about it.
Crazy about it.
Crazy about it.
I'm just crazy about it. The next one is interesting, so you guys understand that. Now, this one, it's very posh, not so common. However, I like you to know it. It doesn't tickle my fancy.
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 So basically, what's tickle? What's ticklish? Ticklish, like if I'm ticklish, es que me da comezón, ¿no? Ticklish. So you stick, ¿cómo se dice cuando decimos eso en español? It's like I'm ticklish. Me da comezón, no? It's like ticklish. So it doesn't tickle my fancy. Fancy is a way of saying liking something. So it doesn't make any fact onto me, right? So it doesn't tickle my fancy. It's not very common, but fancy. Just to let you know, para no dejarlo saber, if I use fancy, fancy is a way of saying in the UK mostly saying I like. So for example, I can using the word fancy. I say I fancy burger. I fancy a burger now. I fancy a burger right now. Se me antoja una burger right now. Como que me gustaría. Es un sinónimo. It's a synonym to use fancy of liking. The next one is very common. It's not my cup of tea. Repeat. It's not my cup of tea.
It's not my cup of tea.
Ahora, ahí dice it is not my cup of tea. But native speakers use this phrase, say this phrase in the way I just said it. It's not my cup of tea. No se pronuncia of. It's not my cup of tea. Así dicen los sobre todo británicos. ¿No? Es muy británico, pero muy conocido también. If we use it in America, it's perfectly correct. It's not my cup of tea. No se pronuncia la F, aunque dice cup of tea. Pero hacen una liaison. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not a big fan of it. Repeat.
I'm not a big fan of it.
I'm not a big fan of it. So I'm just not into it. Not a big fan of it. I don't appreciate that. Repeat. I don't appreciate that.
I don't appreciate that.
So that's very commonly used again as well. Because, for example, if something annoys me, something makes me mad, that's a very kind way of saying I just don't like it. For example, I say, I don't appreciate that people leave me. People don't come in time to appointments. So I don't appreciate when people waste my time. When I have to wait for somebody for over 20 minutes, I think that is disrespectful. So I don't appreciate people just leaving me there, right? Siguiente, I'm not keen of it.
I'm not keen of it.
I'm not keen.
Keen of it. I'm not keen of it. I'm just not. For example, I actually used that before. I'm not keen on heavy metal. Or, for example, Marina, tell me something you don't like. Anything. Can be food, can be music, can be anything you don't like.
Okay. I don't like vegetables a lot.
Vegetables, repíteme, vegetables.
Vegetables.
La segunda E no se pronuncia. Vegetable. Vegetables in plural. Okay, you don't like vegetables. So I'm going to start a conversation with you and you reply to me using that, just saying that. So Marina, I've cooked at home lots of vegetables. I've cooked many of them. Would you like to come?
Not really, because I'm not keen of it.
Ok, y ahora también podemos reemplazar este pronombre, sí, perfecto. I'm not keen of it. Y ya sabemos que estamos empleando, que este it habla de vegetables, pero podemos sustituir este it y puedes decir I'm not keen on vegetables.
Okay.
Right? I'm not keen of vegetables, but puedes decir I'm not keen of vegetables, right? Entonces, pues así. Así podemos, we can use it that way. I'm not keen on vegetables. I'm not into it. That's not my thing. Repetimos, that's not my
Sorry, Ale, we can say keen off and keen on,
I'm
the
not
same.
keen, both of them. I'm not keen on
Okay.
vegetables. I'm not keen on vegetables. Both of them can be used.
Okay.
That's not my thing.
That's not my thing.
That's not my thing.
That's not my thing. So we are being specific about it. Just a particular stuff. Tell me something you don't like, Evie.
I don't like reggaeton.
Reggaeton. So then I say to you, Evie, let's go to a what's the name of this guy? Let's go to a Bad Bunny concert.
No, thank you, Alice. That's not my thing.
That's not my thing, right? Bueno, vimos algunas frases. We analyzed a few phrases today. I had lots more. Tenía más de todo, pero we didn't have the whole time, but we're going to go back to it. Vamos a regresar we're going to go back to this topic, useful phrases in English, right? So why do we need more phrases to say one thing? Number one, because that gets us closer to a native speaker. And secondly, when we hear it, well, then we can start a conversation, right? We know what they're talking about. It's just like the same in Spanish, different ways of saying things. Any questions, ladies?
No.
Are you happy?
Yes.
Or you want to go to bed now? Or with boring phrases? Yo voy a ver caso cerrado. Closed case. Closed case. Well, thank you for joining me, ladies. My name is Alejandro. I'll see you. I may see you another time. And have a good day, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the time is there, right? Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.